Hey, Alive Church family. This is Josh and Andrea again. We just wanted to share something with you today. I actually wanted to share a verse. I think Andrea's going to share a verse as well, and just kind of give you some thoughts on the verse. Romans 8:28. It actually says, "And we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose for them." Now, I know we've been hearing a lot of scriptures on faith. We've been hearing a lot of scriptures on hope, and that's great. That's something that we all need, and we need to be encouraged in these areas. Something that kind of jumped out to me when I heard this verse, when I was reading it, is it just reminds me that, God is the director. God, you can view this life as some sort of symphony. You can view it as some sort of play, but ultimately God is the director. There are many parts and there are many instruments and there are many moving parts. We may look around and see chaos and see fear, but it's important to know that God is still working. We may only be able to see what's on the page in front of us at the time, but God sees the whole picture. He lives outside of time. He sees the beginning, He sees the end, He sees it all coming together. Now is not the time for God's people to hide in fear, but now is the time for us to be growing spiritually, to fortify our walls, if you will, to begin gaining ground in our own lives, whether it be in our marriage, whether it be with our children, whether it be with our own spirit, in our own personal time with the Lord. We're in quarantine. We are confined to very few places, something that we've never experienced before. And now is a great time for us to use that time to grow, to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge, to get closer to God, to get closer as a family. Truth be told, when we come out of this, there's going to be an opportunity like we've never seen, like God's people have never seen before, to minister, to be the church more so than we've ever been before. It's going to be an opportunity in the form of souls, in the form of people with questions, in the form of people seeking answers. We're going to see people come to church that have not come to church in years, maybe ever before. We need to be ready as God's people because He's working it out, and there is a purpose for us all in this. You may not see it now, but the time will come when His purpose will be revealed.
Just like Josh said, I was reading my Bible this morning, doing my devotion, and I've been reading about Elisha. And there was a time when Elisha was encouraging, well, he's always encouraging, but he was encouraging the king's servant. And in 2 Kings 6:15 through 17, it said, "When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, an army with horses and chariots had surrounded the city. 'Oh no, my lord, what shall we do?' the servant asked. 'Don't be afraid,' the prophet said. 'Those who are with us are more than those who are with them.' And Elisha prayed, 'Open his eyes, Lord, so that he may see.' Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked, and he saw the hills full of horses and chariots, of fire all around Elisha." That really encouraged me because, like Josh said, it just looks like a madhouse. It looks crazy. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. People are full of fear and stuff. But if we could only see a glimpse of what God has planned for the outcome of all of this, it would be amazing. Just like when the servant looked, the field was full of chariots, and not just chariots, but chariots of fire. And we need to remember that at any time, at any second, when we need those chariots, we just have to see through our spiritual eyes. We just have to open our eyes and just trust that God has the best for us.
That's right. It's encouraging to know that we're not in this alone. It's encouraging to know that we're together in this. I mean, this is something like we've never seen. This is something that is affecting not only our area, not only the church, but it's literally affecting the entire globe. And so we have to realize that in this, God is working, and He is going to work this together for the good. God has a purpose for us. He has a purpose for our lives. And some of you may be questioning, well, what can I do? How can I make a difference? And the truth of the matter is, if we trust in God, if we band together, if we seek him in all of this, God's going to make way, and he's going to open up ways that you've never imagined, that you've never seen. I do want to leave you with this one thought, and I heard it the other day, but it's on the faith. It's talking about faith and how faith is, or how fear is to our faith as going to the gym is to our muscles. And so there may be fear being experienced. There may be fear going on around you, but work through that fear. Let your faith grow during this time. And I promise you, you're going to see God move in ways that we can only imagine. Anyway, Alive family, Alive Church, we love you guys. We can't wait until we can hang out again together. Yeah, we miss having our life groups. We miss doing all that stuff together. But know that we love you. Know that we're praying for you. And be encouraged during this time, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.